Yo, what's up, you guys? It's MLJ Gaming today. We're gonna have a quick video today, just talking about some events that happened recently. If you don't know, there's something going out that happened in the news earlier. If you don't know, the story goes that there was an autistic child and his father in a car, and two police officers, they indiscriminately shot at the car, and as a result,
indiscriminately.
yes, they killed the autistic child and severely wounded his father. Now, upon hearing this, my first reactions were, wow, who are these police officers? They should be persecuted and all that. But honestly, after really sitting down and talking to Sly and Equinox, the two people in the party here, I've come to the realization and to the overall theme that is, why is this such a tolerated thing? Because I've seen a few comments, and what were you have to say, Sly?
Yeah, it's like what it's not it's a common occurrence. Someone picked me up. Oh my God, it's a common occurrence. It happens a lot. It's kind of become a socially accepted thing that, oh, a police shot, insert here, and that's okay because they're police officers and we support them.
I feel like, and just piggybacking off of what Sly said, a lot of the comments and things I was seeing, a lot of the people were defending the officers, saying they were in some type of a mood. How could they must have had been so torn apart to have done this and all that. But it's like, if you really was thinking about it that hard, I doubt you would have done it, because at the end of the day, that's a child. Honestly, a 6-year-old child in a car seat. What do you think he can do to honestly hurt you? A grown police officer who's supposed to be there to defend him.
Did they actually even give a reason for, like, the reason they were shooting? I know they said they'd shot indiscriminately, but why? Why did they just shoot at the car?
From what I heard,
give us a reason why?
The reason that I was told and that I've heard, and I'll take this, I don't know the full story and all of its details, but so I'm just going off of what I've heard and what I've read. But based off of what I've heard and read, it was supposed to be something about him, the father, being in the car, and they were questioning, and when the officer said they took something that the person said as a threat, and as a result they did what they did.
So they took something that the 6-year-old boy said as a threat, or the father?
Yes. But again, like I said, there are people out there defending what they're saying, and I feel like this is something that shouldn't be so common amongst us, to the point to where now we're somewhat okay.
It's a socially acceptable thing.
Yes, we're somewhat okay with what's happening. I don't understand why that is. Do you have any opinions on this, Equinox, overall? Just, how do you feel on it? What are some of your thoughts?
Well, there's really not much to say about it, except for the fact that, you know, it was wrong. And you have other people talking about it over via YouTube, I bet all over all types of social media.
Yeah, like Double 4 Anime, we saw his, we originally saw his video about how he was feeling towards the situation, where he said that he should get a gun to kill all the terrorists and people like that, right?
Right, something along those lines. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong with what he's saying. it's a terrible thing, yes, but at the end of the day, it's as Equinox said earlier, it's you're gonna you killing those people. What that doesn't really accomplish anything. I mean, I think Equinox, you can explain it better, right?
Well, yeah, what were you saying
What I
on
said
that?
earlier was that just because, you know, something made you upset, it made you angry and you feel like you have to avenge said family for what happened with the police officers that they did to this kid slash father, just because you feel that you need to avenge them for that, doesn't, the way he said it and how he put it was he was going to indiscriminately shoot at the cops who did this. That's not going to change anything. You're going to still have the families, and you know they're probably not even gonna want, like, you don't be judge, jury, and executioner. It's not your job to do that.
I understand,
I'm not
but
trying to sound like a peacekeeper and say anything like that, but all I'm saying is all life is precious. Why throw your life away to avenge somebody? Because let's say he actually did do that. Let's say he found those two cops and shot them. Are you
hmm
doing the family justice? You're not gonna bring the kid back, and the father's not gonna be
uh-huh.
feel better from you doing it. There's really no point in doing it. You just pretty much all you can do at this point is feel bad. And I mean, like, yeah, it sounds kind of sad, but the best thing you can do is probably get mad and write an angry later, write an angry letter.
Right, right.
Other than that, I mean, there's really not much else you can do.
So how do you
I think
feel
I think
can, what were you saying?
all right, you I was gonna say I think another important thing that we need to look up, well, look over and make sure we don't miss out on is
Overlook?
something he said. He said overlook my bad. He said that he said that people like that have no place in the world.
In
I think I
society?
said this earlier, but it's actually, it seems more like people like us have no place in the world. You know what I mean? Because we're the kind of people who are thinking about this thing, well, thinking about it in an analytical kind of way, where we're saying this is wrong because of this. But we we as people can't really justify anything we're trying to say, because to us as people, to the three of us as people, yeah, this is wrong. It shouldn't have happened. But to the other people, like anybody else, I mean, as you can see, people are defending them for what they did. So who's right and who's wrong? We don't know, because
Honestly, we
at the end of
don't.
the day, no matter what happens, somebody's always going to have to be wrong, and well, being wrong in itself is just a flawed terminology, because it all
What do you
comes down to
mean?
perception of what you think is right and wrong at the end of the day. And if more people think that what happened here is right than wrong, then does that make what happened today right?
Now, that, I feel like I couldn't have really put that in a better way and form that you're looking at this, Sly. You've honestly hit the points that I really wanted to hit. But honestly, I don't know what society's thinkings and all this on these type of opinions, but I know from my own opinion, I feel like this is something that is a problem. And what I mean by this a problem is not that it's something that needs to be fixed. This is something this, like, the world needs to sit down and really think about different actions and results of actions. Because one thing that Double Four did say that I do agree with is the fact that people tend to think too much of in the now, and people don't honestly think about the results of their actions as much as we should. Because I feel like a lot of these things could have been avoided. And I'm not saying it was all the officers' faults, but I feel like that was to a degree going too far. But
I think one of the problems we suffer with these days is people are all stuck in that mindset of I'm the only one that matters, I'm the only one I should care about, and I'm the only one I should take care of. Because if you think about it, people don't really honestly, let's face it, a lot of people out there honestly really will not care about this. They don't care about what happened to the father, they don't care about what happened to the child, they don't care about the officers. They just say, hey, this is a trending whatever's going on.
They just
Like,
look at it as something
what
else on the
happens to this,
media.
what happens to that. Yeah, it's not really about what happened to the child and what happened to the father. It's, oh, police brutality again, or oh, police this
Yeah,
again. It's not because, oh, poli the what's happened to the father, what's happened to the child. It's, oh, police this, police that. It's more so about just trying to find another reason to prove the police wrong than to actually getting down to the core problems to try and fix the core issues. Now, I don't know really all that much about America because I don't live in America, but in the UK we don't have guns. I mean, argue all you want, guns are good, guns are bad, guns protect you from the government, but look at this case here. If let's say the father had tried to protect himself against the police officer, and before his son was shot, what would have happened to the father? He'd have been shot anyway, regardless. So you can't even protect yourself. You're given guns, the right to bear arms to protect yourself from not only each other, but from the government. But what happens when you do fight the government? They take you down. No matter what happens in any scenario, it will never end well for you if you fight the government. The system is designed to make you think that you can fight back, but in actuality, you can't do anything. And that's why I believe that this kind of thing is such a commonplace event, because there's nothing you can do about it. You're led to believe there is, but there is nothing you can do about it ever, and there never will be, because that's how the world is designed. And that's how governments and policies are built on, making you think that you have power, making you think you're able to change or make changes and do things, but in actuality you aren't. You can't do anything at all.
Well, I feel like we've hit all the points and we've basically said our pieces on this whole matter. So I want to now direct it to you guys, the viewers, the people watching these videos, the people that are watching our video. How do you feel? How do you feel on this? How do you feel your opinion? What do you feel? Are you on the side of the police? Are you on the side of the father and them? Or are you like Sly and have no sides and feel like this shouldn't even have happened in the first place because of common events and wider events like the government and the way it's set up? I really do want to hear your opinions on this. I'll read all of them and everything. So
it is really important to find out what you guys think about this, because we as people can only truly make a change when we come together. We can't all just individually try and make changes, because that's when
things like this happen.
The government takes you down.
So thank you guys for all watching. This will be on me and Sly's channel. If you guys like our content and everything, please subscribe, like our videos, comment. We really do want to hear your opinions on this so we can get a better grip, better understanding on it all. Thank you for watching. This has been MLJ Gaming. I'm joined here with Sly, XX Sly Raccoon, and Equinox. You guys have a blessed day. Have a nice day. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one, everyone.